What up, y'all? Jay Bigglesworth here. Um, so, I've been having a problem lately with a batch of nicotine that Nude Nicotine sent to me. And it's been a lot of back and forth in the threads on Reddit and a lot of complaints that I didn't shake it well enough. Something I've never heard before of being a problem with nicotine. Hot layers of nicotine. Never heard of that being a problem before. So I wanted to make a video to unequivocally demonstrate that shaking it has nothing to do with it. So I'm going to film this in one continuous shot, and there's going to be some fast forwarding for the sake of the viewers at home. Let me just get this set up, just so that you can see that there's something going on. So here's what I've got set up. Let's see. What I have here just ignore this part. I know it's very entertaining. So what I have here is my magnetic stir, some distilled water for cleaning, some distilled water for spending. This is 500 milliliters with a magnetic stir bar. I'll be doing titrations in these. Got my blue, part of my Wizard Labs kit, and I got some 0.1 N hydrogen chloride. Sorry about my lighting. I know it's terrible. And I'm going to be, so what I've done is, I've been heating this bottle of nicotine. This is one of the problem bottles for the last hour or so. All of these implements and my syringes over here have been rinsed and cleaned using distilled water. Right here. So, this is all nice and warm. You can see it's very, very fluid. It's hard to open. Okay. So I heated it up in order to get absolutely as much out of the bottle as I could, because I don't want anyone to say, oh, you know, there was some stuck to the bottle, blah, blah, blah. This is, if there's anything left in here, 1 milliliter, 2 milliliters, maybe. So looking at the color of it now that I've taken it out, it's a lot darker than I expected. Much more amber. Get all of it out there. Okay. Looks good. I don't know if you can see, there's nothing really pooling. The bottle is empty. It smells really strong. And this is a heated magnetic stir. I've actually just been using it, so it's warm. But I will begin stirring it just to get it up to a nice spin so you can see a vortex. Feel convinced that I actually stirred it properly, and then we'll titrate. So this is 100% VG nicotine. Get my nitrile gloves. Should always wear gloves when working with high-test nicotine. Oh, didn't like that. Let's get it up to a slow stir. It's actually very, very brown. When I was using it before, it was coming out almost with a pinkish tint. It smells very strongly. Okay. Stir bar's giving me a hard time. All right, well, it doesn't like this stir bar, so I'm going to attempt to remove it. Probably not using the best implement, but I can't find my other guy. All right, maybe not. Let's try again. All right, F it. These are some tongs that have been rinsed with distilled water. Obviously, if this was nicotine I was personally working with to use, I wouldn't do this. I would actually go and find my stir bar remover. It's a little thing you just put on the side and you pull it up, but this is being a real pain, so I'm not going to bother right now. Try using a smaller stir. See if we can get a vortex. Oh, the fumes from this are messing me up. She's starting to stir. I've turned the heat on a low setting. There we go. Now she's starting to mix. Too fast. Anyone who's ever tried to stir max VG knows this is a real pain in the dick. Fun with magnetic stirs, featuring Jay Bigglesworth. All right, well, I'm convinced that's good enough. Didn't get a vortex, but it definitely got stirred. Just to get in there. Get a little bit of this. Actually, okay, so it's done. Gonna sample 1 milliliter right from the middle of it. Okay. One milliliter. Going to add approximately 20 milliliters of distilled water. Okay. Blue. And just in case you say I did this out of order, we're going to do a second test, and I will prepare the blue first so you can see the difference in color. That doesn't look right. So I've just rinsed it with distilled water a couple more times. Okay. Nice even green. I know it looks yellow because my lighting sucks, but it's green. All right, so I'm going to begin my titration test. Just add a little bit more for stark color contrast. HCl. One milliliter. Two. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, normally with nicotine, this is the one where you slow down because 100 milligram nicotine should require between 6.3 and 6.6 milliliters of 0.1 N HCl, roughly. No change. No change. So that was 7 and 8. Nine. Now we're starting to see it lighten up a little bit. Excuse me. It's very nicotine-y in here. And this is number 10. And we'll go slower. Getting there, almost near neutral. That was 10. Okay, we're passing neutral now. And we're just about, yep, that's good. That's titrated. Actually, it could take just a little bit more. Yep, green tint is gone. So we made it through 10.9 milliliters of HCl. 10.9 milliliters of HCl. We'll run the test again. Still with me? This time, I'm going to take the sample right from the bottom. Guaranteed, even though it didn't form a vortex, I could see it was stirring and shouldn't be an issue. Get in there. Okay. Gee, it's gonna be a pain. A nice rich color on this. There we go. Nice and green. Lots of blue. You really see it this time. Okay. We've got our 1 milliliter as measured by volume. Might be a little bubble in there, so it might be slightly less, but whatever. Add it in. Look at that. Titrations are fun. Anyway, this and lighting magnesium strips on fire were always my two favorite things in chemistry. So, got our HCl again. Nice deep blue. Starting again. 1. 2. 3. 5. 6. Critical point. 7. No change. 8. 9. 10. No change. 11. 'No change. 12. Getting there. Getting there. Still not titrated. 13. That's titrated. 13.5. That seems a little high. Maybe I put some extra in here somehow. Or no. No, I went to 1.5, not 1. That must be what I did. So that's too much nicotine. That's fine. I'll clean this out. We'll do one more test. Okay. Freshly cleaned with distilled water. 20 milliliters of distilled water. Add the blue, nice and dark. Going again from the bottom. You know what, this time I'm gonna not use the meniscus. All right, that is on the nose, 1 milliliter right there. On the nose, 1 milliliter. Starting again. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. 11. Starting to get closer to clear. Oh, shit. That looks about pH balanced right there. So that was 12. Or was that 11? Let's just say it was 11. This is 12. Almost there. Almost there. And that's titrated. Maybe a tiny bit more. Yep, that's good. So that was 11.6. 11.6. If my first test and my second test are to be believed, that's very high. So it takes 16.223 milligrams of nicotine are titrated by 1 milliliter of 0.1N hydrogen chloride, which means if it takes 10 milliliters to titrate it, you're looking at approximately, geez, and this isn't actually even looking titrated, so maybe it's a couple milliliters, maybe 0.2, 0.3 milliliters more. If you're looking at 10 milliliters to titrate a solution, that's 160 milligrams. That took, well, 160.2 or 162. That took 12.5, 11.5, well above what it should be. Now, let's, for the sake of verifying the veracity of my tests, try the brand new bottle I just got that I tested just fine yesterday. Clean this out. Okay. Approximately 20 milliliters of water. Add the blue. Light green. Relax. Relax, Chief. Okay. I'm gonna clean this out. Oh, geez. Oop, son of a bitch. Clean this out using the distilled water here. Just clean it. Okay, just wipe it off. And we will sample this fresh bottle. I've already used some of it, so it's down a little bit. One milliliter. One milliliter. Looks like I might have gotten a little extra distilled water in there. Oh well. For science. Science be praised. Just a little extra for color for the folks at home. And you can see I've used, this is a brand new bottle. When I started this issue 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, whatever it was, and I've only used it for these titration tests. So, we begin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right near pH balanced again. So now we do it slower. 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, 6.5. Yep, 6.5. Exactly what I tested it to last night, or 2 nights ago, when I first received it for testing. Confirmed that despite the mild fluctuation on the first 3 tests, which may have been related to the amount that I put in the nicotine, maybe I put in 1.5 milliliters instead of 1 in the middle test. Either way, I got results that are wildly different than a good batch of nicotine. 6.5 milliliters of HCl is right around 105 milligrams. Even if my equipment is off by 5%, 10%, 20%, that does not account for a result of nearly 190 milligrams per milliliter. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. So I hope this will put to rest any lingering doubts you may have that I'm somehow doing this incorrectly or that I'm just an idiot. You can think I'm still an idiot, but not for this reason. So, thank you.